How's it going, Pokemon fans? My name is the Rubbish Trubbish, and today is a spooky deck profile on Expanded Trevenant. So, Trevenant is a very underlooked deck for Philadelphia Regionals, mainly because of all the hype revolving around Yveltal EX and the Dark variants and all that. And now that Night March has kind of died down a little bit, Trevenant doesn't have a shine in the meta. But I think that's actually an incorrect statement because Turn 1 item lock is an extremely good thing. So let's get right into the deck profile. So first off, we are starting with 4 Phantump with the attack Ascension. For 1 colorless energy, Ascension allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from Phantump, also known as Trevenant. So if you go second, that means you can't get Wally, and your items that turn 1 doesn't really matter. But if you have a Dimension Valley in play, you can use Ascension for no energy, meaning you get a free evolution, which is pretty cool. Which means you can evolve one of your benched Phantump into a Trevenant, and then you're active as well. Next up, we are playing 4 Trevenant. Trevenant is a Stage 1, evolves from Phantump, 110 HP, and has the ability Forest Curse. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent cannot play any item cards from his or her hand. So that's really good. And with Wally, you can get this out turn 1, making it so that unless they Lysander, your opponent is not playing item cards the rest of the game, unless they Lysander or you get knocked out. And then for 1 colorless and a double colorless, Tree Slam does 60 and does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. It's a very good heavy hitting attack that we can use Dimension Valley for only 3 energy, so that's pretty good. And then next we have 3 Trevenant Break. And the whole purpose of this deck is to spread damage along the field until your opponent can't keep up and you just keep hitting them with Silent Fear. Silent Fear, for a colorless and a psychic, does 30 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So this means that you can 4-hit Shamans, and you can do this with 1 energy, and as you can see, this damage is going to stack up over time, and then you can use Tree Slam to finish off Pokemon that have accumulated 120 damage if they're an EX, and then you hit them with 60. And then for our 1 of Pokemon, we play 1 Wobbuffet. This is a really good card, especially if your Trevenants are knocked out, or if your opponent has a Darkrai or something with 110 on it, or 120, and you can't knock it out with Trevenant, but you need to get the game, then you can use Psychic Assault for the game, for 1 energy. Shaman, pretty obvious setup, draw 6. Stellar Guidance, with Jirachi, bench it, and you can search your deck for a supporter. So you can use Jirachi to search out Wally on turn 1, which is really good. And then we have 4 Ultra Ball, pretty standard, 4 VS Seeker, 4 Trainer's Mail, and 4 Bursting Balloons. So playing Bursting Balloons, basically your opponent needs to knock out the Trevenants in order to get their items and to win the game. So if you put Bursting Balloons on your Trevenants, it makes it so if they hit you, they take 60, which is really good because some opponents actually won't hit into Bursting Balloon. So that's a really, really good card in this deck. And then also, it just adds up to the damage. Next up, 3 Level Ball. This is so we can get our Phantumps and our Jirachi out, so we can get turn 1 Wallies and set up more Trevenants. Then 1 Sacred Ash, shuffle 5 Pokemon into your deck from your discard. Super Rod, shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and energy into your deck, and 1 Computer Search. So we played 2 of these because you can very easily run out of Trevenants, and this is a way so that we can get them back. Next up, 4 Professor Sycamore, 2 N, 2 Wally. Wally allows us to evolve at any time, even if it's our first turn. And then 1 Lysander, 1 AZ, 1 Xerosic, and 1 Delinquent. Next up, 4 Dimension Valley. This is so that we can lower our attack cost down to something very low. And then we have 4 Mystery Energy. Any Psychic Pokemon this is attached to has 2 less retreat costs. And 4 Psychic Energy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this spooky deck profile just in time for Halloween. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more deck profiles soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog Philadelphia Regionals or not, Probably won't, but if I do, you can stay tuned for that. So thank you guys for watching this deck profile. This has been Trevenant Break in the expanded format. If you did, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys.